I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
I am
am
California of the past.
On the morning of the Pearl Harbor attack, my brother Pete and myself, we were driving to see our friend over in Grayton, and we had the radio on, and we heard about the attack, and we just couldn't believe it. The very next day, about 4 of my classmates from the school came over to make sure we were safe, because they said, you don't have to worry, you're just like one of us, we grew up together and everything. So he says, we're here, we're gonna go over and volunteer for the Army. And I said, fine, I'll go. So we went to Santa Rosa to the recruiting service and checked in there, and the sergeant says, well, we got some boys here. And he says, yeah, we're all here to join the Army. And he said, well, we can take 3 of you, but you look like you're Japanese. I said, yeah, so what? He said, well, we're not supposed to take in Japanese. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I got 2 brothers already. They are drafted a year ago, and they're in the Army now. And anyway, he called this officer in to explain the reason that was from the War Department. So that's why he said he apologized that he couldn't take me. And the rest of the boys, I said, you go ahead and volunteer. And they said, not right now, we're not, if you don't take you, we're not going to join. So we all left the recruiting station. And so that was the end of that. And of course, the rest of the story, I got into service after going to the internment center and volunteered for the Army through that channel. And
by direction of the President of the United States, a Silver Star is awarded to Technician 4th Grade Frank Y. Masuoka, Infantry, United States Army, for gallantry in action on Okinawa on the 16th and 17th of August, 1945. Several hundred armed and fanatical Japanese officers and men remained in a strongly fortified area of rocks and chasms south of Hill 89. They were determined to use this for a final stand, and all inducements used to force a surrender had failed. The Japanese had killed several American soldiers, an interpreter, and a prisoner of war who attempted the mission. On the 16th of August 1945, Technician Masuoka volunteered his services and, accompanied by another soldier, proceeded to enter unarmed into the defended enemy territory. After proceeding 75 yards, they were surrounded by hostile soldiers, whom he knew would not hesitate to kill him if he failed to completely control the situation. Technician Masuoka's superior knowledge of Japanese psychology and language was quickly put to use, telling them that the Japanese government had surrendered, so it was their duty as soldiers to lay down their arms. He offered, as proof of the surrender, to take them to listen to the Japanese broadcasts and then return the next day. Through his forcefulness and courage, he induced 1 man to come with them. Returning the next day, they surrendered approximately 600 men, after which Technician Masuoka and his comrade searched out other sections, surrendering more Japanese soldiers. Technician Masuoka's gallant courage and devotion to duty reflected great credit upon himself and was in keeping with the highest traditions of military service.